Thank you to Austin Women's Health Center for having us. This is a clinic that was once able to provide a full range of care for their patients, and they're now doing what they can to serve women under extreme limitations. I want to really thank all the women who are here today, and Taylor, to my dear friend Wendy, to Christian, who we are going to elect to the State House, and to all the women across our state who have been sharing their stories, their incredibly personal stories, showing bravery that we can all just respect. Women like Dr. Austin Denard, who's a friend of mine. Austin is a fourth-generation Texan. No, she's a sixth-generation Texan. She was my guest at the State of the Union this year. She's an OBGYN, who had to flee our state to get the care she needed. Women like Kate Cox in Dallas, a mom who got the news that we all hope we don't get, that her pregnancy wasn't going to make it. Had to go to the emergency room 4 times. Who asked her state if she could get the care she needed close to home, and had to flee our state. Women like Lauren Miller, who lives close to Allen and I in Dallas. Lauren is an 8th-generation Texan, and she was pregnant with twins. And one of the twins wasn't going to make it. It was killing the other, and her. And she had to flee our state. Women like Amanda Zarowski. Amanda's story is as heartbreaking as it comes. Because she couldn't get the care she needed, she may never be able to welcome a child. And all the others who've had to leave our state or who've had to suffer in silence. They all got the news that we all hope that we don't get, that we all pray that we don't get. There's something wrong with the baby. There's nothing that their doctors could do to treat them. Even the basic right of travel is under attack now in our state. I recently spoke with women in Amarillo who were fighting back against a travel ban and winning. It would criminalize women for using the roads in their city or in their county to access an abortion. In 2023, 35,500 women have had to flee our state to get an abortion. Most of them had to make a long drive or a flight, and the lucky ones were the ones who could travel out of state. 26,000 Texas women have been forced to carry their rapist child to term since Dobbs came down. That's not the Texas that I know. That's not who I know we are. So I said I'm a 4th-generation Texan, born and raised in Dallas by a single mom. My family's from Brownsville. I went to school at Baylor. I think I know who we are. And this isn't it. But it is who Ted Cruz thinks we are. We are here today because of Ted Cruz. Let's be very clear about that. We are here with nearly all abortions being banned in the state of Texas, even those that are medically necessary, without exceptions for rape or incest, with even IVF under threat, because of Ted Cruz, an extremist like him. In many ways, he was the architect of the situation that we're in now. He helped to elect anti-abortion state legislators and to appoint federal judges that he knew would threaten Texans' freedoms and rights. He endorsed personhood amendments and championed court cases undermining the freedom to access an abortion. This dangerous ban goes way too far, and it's on him. As I mentioned, I was raised by a single mom. When you grow up that way, not knowing your dad, and you know that you're going to become a father, you take it even more seriously, I think. So with Allie, I went to every single ultrasound appointment, every single genetic test, and she said, "You hold your breath in those appointments. You don't know what they're going to say." I can't imagine if while we were there, a doctor had come in and said, "There's a problem with the baby. There's nothing I can do. You're going to have to try and find a way to leave the state." I can't imagine how we would have felt. Those rooms are so small. They're so small. They have so much promise in them. Those rooms are too small to have Ted Cruz in there too. There is a different path from the one that we're on now. One where we can restore Texas freedoms, where we can reinstate Roe v. Wade and go back to the standard that we've had for the last 50 years in this country. But to do that, we need a senator who will fight for every Texan, for all of our freedoms. And I pledge to every Texan today that I will be that senator for you. I will restore our freedoms, and I will unite us around our shared values. Values like the freedoms that are the bedrock of who we are as Texans. And I believe that come November 5th, Texans are going to stand up. And they're going to send a message about who we really are. That we can't afford 6 more years of an extremist like Ted Cruz and his attack on our fundamental freedoms. And when we do that, it's going to be a win for democracy.